name is Nur Ashikin binti Karim.
Hi, my name is Nur Farah Afifa binti Othman.
My name is Nur Fatiha binti Muhammad Nasir.
My name is Putri Balkis binti Muhammad Ismail.
Hi, my name is Radha Akila binti Zahrudin.
So what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a body of technologies, process and practices that is designed for an organization that could protect our asset, data or any computer and programs from any damage, attacks or unauthorized access. Because this is no longer a priority, it's a necessity for all organizations all around the world. And the cyber attack could be any malware attacks, password attacks, phishing attacks, any identity or information stealing within the organization. The internal auditor role is very crucial on the third line of defense. They can work with the management and board of directors to develop a strategy and policies regards to the cybersecurity issues. And secondly, they can act on the opportunities, identify if there's any improvements on how to mitigate the risk in the organizations. And lastly, they must also identify the type of cyber attack, because cyber attack is not only on the external access, it could be in the internal factors. For example, an employee or business partner that has a potential threat to access our company's data without the permission of our authority. The company that we choose in Malaysia is Axiata Group, which is very related to the Celcom because it's a telecommunication industry and very well known in Malaysia. And the problem arises for so many years. It's the same problem. It's regarding to the scam message, any scam reward program, any scam lucky draw contest, because whenever the users of the telecommunication wanted to visit the normal website of the Axiata Group and Celcom, it will be automatically redirected to the scam website regarding to the reward program, lucky contest or any other things. So how are they going to solve these issues? Will be discussed on the next video.
Okay, now we moving on to the current issues that has been mentioned by Putri just now. So basically, Axiata has taken a proactive measure to prevent and reduce those risks by creating awareness to its customers through its website, which I think it is accessible to everyone. So in response to this pandemic COVID-19, Axiata has alerted that there is an increasing of various cyber attack, which it is usually attack people who has less experience on using online system. Axiata Group has outlined how scammers attack users through call and text cyber attack, such as caller ID, impersonating and social engineering, and texting attack. So what Axiata do is by advising all the users to be more careful and take time to verify when there is any urgency situation from anyone who impersonate as government agency or any financial institution who seek for user information. Axiata also advise user not to click on any link which it is received from message, because usually scammer use that link to steal user personal information. And for instance, Axiata has analyzed that there are many websites which are linked with COVID-19 crisis. So basically, scammer create those links with intention to steal user information and password without their knowledge. As we all know, most of people would prefer to shopping through online during this MCO. So scammer take an advantage by creating fake shopping link with intention to attract users. So what Axiata do to mitigate this kind of scam is they advise users to activate second factor authentication at banking site.
Axiata Group also take measurable action to help social media users to identify common scam and the prevention control that can be used by the users. Since there are various techniques that scammers use in social media, they have outlined all the techniques used, such as lottery or free gift cards. Lastly, Axiata Cybersecurity Advisory has completely provided security tips for all users to stay safe during this global pandemic by having update antivirus and run regular antivirus scans. Therefore, Axiata Company's Board of Risk and Compliance Committee has made various recommendations during this pandemic on the various cyber attack and scam. All of the cybersecurity team members has taken serious action and measurable by providing advice to the customer and stakeholders on the security to stay safe from all those cyber attack and scam.
The internal control and risk management of Axiata Group is managed by their Board Risk and Compliance Committee (BRCC), which was established effective on 1st January 2018. Previously, BRCC is called as BRMC, which stands for Board Risk Management Committee. The members of BRCC include their chairman, Dr. David Norbertdin. So under BRCC, there is a subcommittee called Cybersecurity Steering Committee, which is known as CSSC. One of the most important roles of CSSC is to review, challenge, and propose recommendations on any cybersecurity initiative, including recommendation on new initiatives. Besides that, their role is to have full and unrestricted access to any of the Axiata groups and any other companies within the Axiata Group information, records, properties, and personnel. Next, CSSC role also include obtaining external, independent professional advice where necessary. It is also their roles to escalate issues to BRCC for immediate action, and with approval from BRCC Chairman, CSSC can change the cybersecurity priorities accordingly.
Generally, the important role of an internal audit is to perform assessment on cyber risks. Cybersecurity Steering Committee, also known as CSSC, is a committee that is responsible in assessing the risks and inform them to BRCC, which is Board Risk and Compliance Committee. Then BRCC will discuss the plan that the company should take. In 2019, the CSSC has improved the cybersecurity maturity of Axiata's adoption of internationally recognized National Institute of Standards and Technology (NIST) cybersecurity framework. This shows that the second line of defense function or role of auditors have been applied. It is also stated that CSSC has run the bug bounty programs consecutively for 2 years in order to identify and remediate software vulnerabilities. In the third line of defense, the management and board of directors are expected to work together in identifying opportunities that can improve the organization's ability to identify, assess, and mitigate cybersecurity to an acceptable level. Overall, all general roles and responsibility of internal auditors in cybersecurity has been applied by Axiata. This proves that Axiata Group that take cybersecurity issues as a very crucial matter in maintaining the image of the company.
As we know, there is no one-size-fits-all solution for cybersecurity. However, in general, the strategy should include both sophisticated technology and also human elements in order to deter the continuous number of cyber criminals. So over the year, Axiata had made a few attempts. First, they have stepped up the adoption of the National Institute of Standards and Technology (NIST) cybersecurity framework and adopted it across the group. Second, their critical assets has complied with a minimum baseline of security standard (MBSS), and the coverage has extended to non-critical assets and also a broader basis of telecom assets. They also implement a bug bounty program where they hire outsiders and friendly attackers to alert them about their flaws on their webs and mobile channel. As a member of the Forum of Incident Response and Security Teams FIRST or FIRST, the Group Security Operations Center GSOC was accredited the first in the regions in which they are operate. It is critical that Axiata has an Incident Response IR program that is well thought out and regularly reviewed. They also provide security tips to their customers and also give an education or warning about scam messages and also fake giveaways. Despite all of these attempts, there are some practices that should be carried out by Axiata in order to strengthen up their cybersecurity. First, they could prioritize certain aspects by evaluating the existing operating model in line with the group verticalization program. Second, they need more concentration on automation and improvement on the speeds and accuracy of the incident detection and recovery by ensuring the continued monitoring, detections and response (MDR). Investment in adequate level of MDR services is the key to rapidly detect intrusion and quickly contain and eradicate the malware. Furthermore, the implementations of compliant data privacy program across the group through lawful and transparent manners in processing customers' data, as well as the least privilege policies regarding who and what others can access. Don't forget the human elements. It is the most essential that all employees are educated and trained on cybersecurity, breach warning signs, safe practices, and also security policies of the business. On top of that, dedicating a cyber threat management team and developing a cyber risk-aware culture helps to make sure that the policies are regularly updated and employees are accountable to abide by the policies. Axiata is also suggested to execute spear phishing campaigns through a social simulation exercises periodically via performing vulnerability assessments and penetration testing to detect potential cyber attacks and as well to strengthen the crisis management process. And lastly, collaborative campaigns with relevant government agencies are needed to boost talent strengths and future-proofing cybersecurity innovation. These commitments between all parties help to drive digital resiliency, ensure all users being responsible and always exercise their rights in all transactions. And these are all recommendations for cybersecurity.